dreams dictate our destiny? Are our lives mapped out by the stars? Can the future really be foretold? Hello! Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello and welcome to Predictions. Tonight we'll be revealing the extraordinary results of a unique experiment to discover if the future really can be predicted. Can we say today what will happen tomorrow? The people with me over here say yes, it can. A panel of leading psychics, astrologers and clairvoyants. This evening they'll be putting their reputations on the line. It was 6 months ago that we asked all 8 of them to record a host of predictions from major news headlines to the world of sport. We also invited media specialists relying on their experience and inside knowledge to map out the future. The results were recorded and the tapes sealed and locked away securely. Until now, their secrets are about to be released. Despite claiming to know nothing about sport, Psychic Sam got off to an absolute flyer. On January the 2nd, she sent through her predictions, which included one about then Newcastle boss Kevin Keegan. Even before we had time to film it, on January the 8th, the news broke. But scoring other football successes proved more difficult.
I predict that either Alex Ferguson or Eric Cantona will be leaving Manchester United for good because of domestic pressures by the end of this year.
The flamboyant Frenchman Eric Cantona has astounded the football world by announcing his retirement from the game. Manchester United revealed the superstar's decision this afternoon.
Experiment in telling the future hasn't just been confined to news and sport. We wanted to see how 2 members of our panel would fare in predicting the lives of 4 complete strangers who all live in different areas but share the same address, Coronation Street. Now, back in January, our volunteers met Sam Hamilton, a psychic, and Marjorie Orr, an astrologer. The first test was to see how much Sam and Marjorie would already know about them. And don't forget that neither of our predictors were told anything about the individuals concerned.
Can you relate to Michael?
I have a brother called Michael.
There has to be a family reunion because there is distance with the family. I've got to go back to this house that you're living in. I do feel as if you're going from one place to another, and this seems to be really important. Is this happening at the moment?
Yeah, well, I'm studying in Manchester.
Right.
So I live in Liverpool.
You're showing your nurse's uniforms. This is so strong.
I was a nurse.
You were a nurse, right, okay. But it was almost like, you know when they wore the pointed hats?
That's what I wore.
You wore the pointed hat as a nurse? Where did you do this?
Well, I was 18, it's a long, long time ago.
It's possible, and it is very, very, very possible next year you'll do something for you. And it's interesting. It's got something to do with leaflets. I can't say exactly what, but I can see leaflets being printed up. I can see people reading these leaflets and giving you a call. Money situation's going to be that little bit tight, okay? And I'm looking around about May to June time for this.
What Sam says about May to June, she's got that smack on, yeah. She's got that smack on because it's been a very lean time for me.
Somebody's going to be giving birth to a baby girl.
About 2-3 weeks ago, our next door neighbour, what Sam says about giving birth to a baby girl, yeah, there's a baby girl.
There's some complication around the property. Let's just see. Strange. The driveway, does it need expanding?
We are actually, at the moment, laying a new drive down, yeah. Tarmac drive. So what Sam says there is near enough, yeah.
In total, with David, Sam scored 8 major hits.
Some things she got wrong, some things she got right, and some things she got half wrong and half right. Yeah, I thought it was very good, yeah. She pinpointed a lot of things.
Ian Porter, a student from Liverpool, was next.
Are you suffering with headaches?
Oh, yeah, I have a hangover. Sam's predictions about me getting headaches and that has got a lot of truth to it. Because when I played football, I got elbowed in the face and I ended up being concussed. And after that, every time I played football, I used to get really bad headaches.
Right, I'm going to give you the name David, right, yeah, which is quite strong. Can you relate to this person? If you don't know him, you will know him very shortly, because he's going to influence your life in a positive way, in a really positive way. I like this. Right, well, I like this person.
Sam predicted about maybe a man called David being a big influence on my life, I think to do with my career as well. And I did meet a man called David a couple of weeks ago, and he asked me to do some things for. He's the manager of a pop group. My cousin's in a band, and he's the manager of their group. He's also the manager of a group called Space, and he's asked me to appear in some of Space's videos.
Who's thinking about being the hair stewardess? Wants to fly?
Air stewardess?
Yeah.
Nick, the lad who's with me today, his girlfriend actually applied.
Right. Well, she will succeed. So my message to her is to continue, keep going.
Sam predicted that my friend Nick, his girlfriend, could become an air hostess. She said it'd be after 2 attempts of trying to do it, but she actually got after 3 or 4. So I think Sam's prediction about that was true, because Beth is now an air hostess.
Has anybody thought about going into the boxing ring?
At the time, I was going out with a girl, and she had just started kickboxing, so there was a lot of truth in that.
With Ian, Sam got 12 big hits and 6 misses.
Before I came down to have this done, I didn't really think much about getting my readings done or anything, and I didn't really believe it, to be honest, but after Sam did it with me, the things she said did make sense, and a lot of things have come true.
Time again now to unlock the vaults and see what was predicted back in January for the most unpredictable of institutions, the royal family.
On Prince Andrew, expert Nigel and psychic Sam saw opposite eventualities, and not for the last time.
Andrew, I predict, will never, ever find another woman because he's not looking.
I predict for Andrew and Fergie that even though he'll still carry a torch for Fergie, he will actually move on. He will be seen with a mystery brunette in public. I feel there's going to be a strong connection, a very close bonding. I predict there's actually going to be a break-in at the palace.
I don't think that anyone's going to have their security breached. I don't think there's going to be any problems that way. I don't think the Queen's going to find a man smoking a cigarette at the end of her bed in Buckingham Palace. If she does, good luck to her.
So that's Sam 2, Nigel 0. But the most discussed royals were Edward and Sophie.
I think that they will have to sort of hitch it by May, June. It'll be a summer event rather than anything else.
Edward and Sophie will marry, but they won't marry this year.
Just 3 days after these predictions, this story hit the papers.
Sam, let's go back to Andrew. You said he was going to be linked with a tall, dark brunette. Was Henriette Peace the woman you were thinking of, do you think?
Yes, and this relationship will go from strength to strength, providing there's no interference from Buckingham Palace.
Fat chance. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank psychic Sam Hamilton.